Just pull out hugs.
Just so happy to be released from doggy prison. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm Ian, this is my lovely wife.
Rachel.
And
Mercedes.
we are off Big Family Life in the Simpson family home and 4S with the Simpson family. The 4S representing faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family because aside from God there's nothing and no one more important. Food because food is medicine, and fitness because we believe that overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence the 4S.
Sorry.
Faith, family, food, and fitness to manifest our best lives by grace under God. This is Real Talk. We're going to get into it right away. This is a segment where we really, a blended family of 10, and we talk about some of the real world issues that we had to deal with in our individual journeys before coming together as a blended family, and then issues that we have to overcome as a blended family moving forward. Tonight's topic we wanted to touch on is
Cancel culture.
cancel culture. Baby, you need to turn that down a lot. Actually, no, not even a little bit. A lot, please. Oh, yeah, I don't even know that we can be heard over that, to be quite honest. The one and only Ivan. Baby, never a dull moment in the Simpson family home. Baby is watching the one and... Yeah, that's great. Thank you. The one and only... So we're going to look at cancel culture. Cancel culture. And this is you want me to go first, baby?
Yeah, go
Or
ahead.
You want to run with it?
No, go.
No, you go from the feminine. Take the lead.
Feminine.
Yeah, take the lead. Because I always have an idea where I like to go or where I'd like to go with a conversation. And so, you know what I mean? Let's see where you'd like to go with this conversation.
Cancel culture. I guess what it is to me is actually, the mainstream trends that we see.
Trends is a great word.
Yeah, in mainstream trends that we see, like, I guess, online. And in music and in entertainment, and there's always seems to be, like, everybody has their own opinion about what is proper and what is not proper. And, they go after one thing. So cancel culture, I'm just going to go off the example we were talking about earlier today. And that was like that Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew. And so he was, it's kind of like promoting that rape culture, and this is, I don't even know when this was created, like that, his character,
This is from when I was a child.
Well, I was a child too, but
this is when I was, I'm telling you, when I was...
Well, we're going to have that kind of
No. What I mean
really,
is because I'm older, right? I'm
Yeah.
12 years older. So,
Yeah.
when I was watching Pepe Le Pew, right? You understand what I'm saying? So he's been around from time.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes? Looney Tunes, I think?
So.
Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes? Yeah, Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes.
And so you have like this cancel culture where they look at, what was not proper, and like now in our day and age, right? Like in this time. And it's like,
Hi, God
that
bless
was not I guess I am so lost in my words right now. I just wrote an exam.
She did. Bear with her. She just wrote. Is that your last exam for this? No, you still
I have
have
one
more?
on Friday.
Yeah, one on Friday. So she
Yeah.
just literally just came out from writing an exam.
It was on family management stuff. So so it's like looking at things that, occurred back in the day. And then when we examine it now and we look at all the issues that it's raising, so like that rape culture, also then you're looking at body image, you're looking at...
Well, that's a really great point, babe, because body image, because if you're not familiar with Pepe Le Pew, right, he's a skunk. Looney Tunes, this is dating us a little bit, right? Looney Tunes, he's a skunk, right? And then there's always this unfortunate circumstance where he comes across a black cat. And then somehow the cat gets painted a stripe down the middle of its back, whether it's a road painter or something. For context, this is how the cartoon goes. So then the cat gets painted with a stripe down its back, and now Pepe sees it as being a female skunk. right? So I think what you're alluding to, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is the idea that a woman that dresses a certain way is inviting
Yeah, that.
advancements from the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
No, and so that, and then we look at the who sings that song?
Which one?
The WAP one.
Cardi B,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So you have now women who are able to sing about, the what AP, and it's like that's not even, we're actually allowing our children to listen to this. So
Hey,
we're
God
sexualizing
bless.
our children even younger, because if you actually read the lyrics to the song, there's no way that I would allow our daughters, or even our, well, I can't really know as an adult, however,
Right.
most of the children, not to listen to that song, because we're not gonna allow them to be subconsciously,
Desensitized, if you
yeah, and also programmed.
would. Mm-hmm.
Because you don't even realize, like, and it happens to me, I'll be driving and then, radio's on, whatever, and then I start singing this song, and not that specific song, but any other song, is like, how did I even know the lyrics to this song? So it's kind of just, you're programmed as you listen to it repetitively. And so if you're listening to that WAP song, then yeah, you're actually singing the lyrics, but you're not actually hearing what you're singing, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm. You want me to run with it a little bit?
Yeah, you can go, baby.
All right. So, and the thing for me is, like, I remember Pepe Le Pew. I actually remember Pepe Le Pew fondly, because this is a part of my childhood. Watching this, obviously, oversexed male skunk advance on the. It was considered good humor, harmless humor, but because it's a cat and a skunk, right? And clearly a misunderstanding, right? When this was about a couple months ago, I saw a friend made a post in social media, and she was quite sincere about it, and so I had to take a long, hard look at it, and I just went within myself, and I thought on it for a moment, and I looked at the dynamic of it. Okay, so whether mistaken or not, his advancements were always rebuffed or rebuked, and he just never took no for an answer, and just continually, and even though it was cute as a child, because it's just animals, the idea behind it is one that, as an adult, with daughters and sons for that matter, that I can't support. So I absolutely agree that, it's just, I didn't think on it when I was a child. However, as an adult, if I look at it in that context, I have to agree it does have a negative connotation, and it does support, or seemingly support, rape culture. So I had to agree, not even grudgingly. I just agreed. For me, though, the disconnect occurs when, how can you have an issue with one and not the other? Like, how can you have an issue with with Pepe Le Pew? However, you allow your children to listen to WAP. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't resonate for me. That doesn't make sense, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, if you are against the one, it absolutely does not make sense that you're not against the other. Like, how can you be okay with the one and not okay with the other? It just doesn't make sense. And we're talking about cancel culture, and just the idea that we cancel Pepe Le Pew, but these music videos that are coming out nowadays, the industry has just gone to rot.
Yeah, it's like overly sexualized. And you have, 13 or 12, 13-year-old girls, boys, watching these videos, and they're thinking that this is okay. And from a female perspective, it's like that female empowerment. Oh, I can dress a certain way and, not,
Absolutely, yeah.
I get, yes, you can dress a certain way. However, there has to be a limit, especially when you have young people, exposing too much skin.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Is like, where can we find a common ground, or even a place where things are proper?
Not even proper, because I don't even want to sound prudish. I really don't, because we're not though.
I know, but
We're not.
it's just that. But that's the thing. Like the definition of proper is like I'm not saying your collar up to your neck, your dresses down to your ankles. Like there has to be somewhere which is, especially age appropriate.
And maybe not so much proper as consistent.
Yeah.
Let's have some consistency. Because if we're going to be offended by Pepe Le Pew and what he represents to a certain culture, then we ought to be offended by what, I can't, and I don't mean to pick on any one artist, because it's not any one artist. We seem to have singled out, the one artist in this one song, because I actually read some of the lyrics, and if you haven't read the lyrics to the song, and I mean, you might have heard the song bumping in the background, and because everything is about beats now. Everybody wants to blame that on Dr. Dre and said Dr. Dre changed the game when he made it about beats and the hook. It wasn't Dre. Dre didn't change the game. I'm gonna take you back, give you a little history lesson. Herbie Hancock. Who's Herbie Hancock? Well, if you remember Beverly Hills Cop, and I'm dating myself, but if you remember Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop, dun, 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 that's Herbie Hancock, right? He's the one that changed the game and made music about the beat and less about the lyrics. And the beats nowadays, Drake kind of, took what Herbie was doing and Dre and made it better. And, Timberland guys like this, right? It's all about the beat now, right? And so the beats have gotten so complex, and there's nothing new because they're just sampling a lot of old stuff. However, the beats are hot. Like, I mean, you get the drum and the bass in there and you feel that, right? And the beats have become so prevalent. Hello, God bless you. The beats have become so prevalent in mainstream music that we're no longer paying attention to the lyrics because the beats are fire. So if you haven't, I encourage you to please Google the lyrics of that song. WAP. And please read what it is we're allowing our children to listen to. Right? For me, as a young man growing up, I'm that rare, not so rare. No, not at all rare. I'm that black guy, however, that didn't aspire to being a rapper. I knew from jump that wasn't my thing. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I knew from jump that wasn't my thing. And so the worst thing is that I have trouble hearing the lyrics. I can hear music, but however, I have trouble. And a lot of these new age rappers, I mean, with the mumble rap and everything, it doesn't matter if I can hear or understand. They're not really saying anything. However, I always have trouble hearing the lyrics. And so it's always been beneficial for me to look it up. And so, I just came across the lyrics on one of my news feeds, about a year ago of this song. And I'm not picking on any one artist. I'm not. It's the industry. It's the industry. And my thing is, when you talk about cancel culture, be consistent. If you're gonna have a problem with Pepe Le Pew, and we can go back even further, Barney got canceled. You remember the big purple dinosaur? I love you, you love me. That was way before there was terminology to tell us what cancel culture was. However, all our children loved that show. Children absolutely loved that show, and for whatever reason, every adult hated it. Not us. However, a great many adults just hated it, and they even changed his song. They even changed his song.
Cancel it. No, I'm just like, the hair has been dated. That's the thing, is like, when does it ever go out of style? That, the little thing. Yeah.
I mean,
it's been there for time.
Here, I'll say this. One day, I have a dream that one day my children will be judged for the content of their character, and not by the color of their skin, or not for the color of their skin. Dr. King, to paraphrase Dr. King. If you think about it, it's actually the same thing. Mm-hmm. If you think about it. It looks comical and everything else. However, are we looking at the color of his wig or the content of his character? Barney was my boy till he started playing around in the book. No, that was Pee Wee Herman. That was Pee Wee Herman that got busted for Pee Wee Herman had a.
But that's the thing.
Was there a scandal for Barney?
Maybe that's because.
Was there a scandal for Barney? I don't actually know. I just know that he got lynched by adults for whatever reason. And I don't remember there being a scandal for Barney. Please educate us and enlighten us on that, if in fact there was a scandal for Barney. I do remember though that Pee Wee Herman had made a comeback. He had made a comeback, and then some pictures or something was said about him getting in trouble for inappropriate, lavish behavior in public. Something along those lines, right?
Then there was that Baby It's Cold Outside.
The song Baby It's Cold from Elf, from the movie Elf. And again, beautiful song, right? And however, if you take a look at the lyrics and what is actually being said, you can't, you can't support that. If you actually listen and, actually look up the words and take a look at what is actually being said. It's the idea that, no only means no after the 50th time, right? And I don't mean to be funny or dismissive when I say that. And please, if there was something with Barney, please let us know and educate us on that, because I don't recall there being what is the word I'm looking for?
No, well, and that's, remember when I actually Googled it to try and find why
what happened. Did anything pop up?
No, I went through I don't know.
Nothing popped.
Nothing was consistent.
Yeah.
There was different reasons, so I didn't get one. Yeah.
And there you have it. However, he was canceled. And I mean, the show seemingly on the surface was quite innocent and quite wholesome, at least on the surface. And the children, as I said, loved it. However, for whatever reason, adults took it upon themselves that they would have him canceled, and he was in fact canceled. So, again, for whatever reason. However, where's the consistency? Because again, you're okay with that. However, we're not. The music that we allow our children to listen to
and watch,
and the videos, what music award was just not long ago where Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were on American Music Awards or something, and the show was Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, a stripper pole, and basically a stripper routine. And that was the entertainment for the evening. And I mean, our children are watching that. I mean, how are you not okay with Barney? How are you not okay with Pepe Le Pew? What is the other one that we mentioned there? Doesn't even matter. But you're okay with all this. Where's the consistency? Supposedly the creator was a real sicko, and Barney was so big and tall. So when the kids hugged him, they were close. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for yeah. I mean, I didn't know, and if that's in fact true, then I mean I'm not okay with that, obviously, right? I'm not okay with that, obviously.
And I think that when things happen is over time people just forget, and then they start repeating the behavior again, and so it's yes, there is that repetition of behaviors, but it's when do we as a society see what is actually occurring and say, hey, it's bringing awareness to issues, but everybody's oh, but this is okay, but this isn't.
Too busy being entertained.
Yeah, because it's those trends that everybody sees, okay, well, let's do this trend, and then 10 days later then they're doing another one. But what I see is instant gratification. A lot of us and individuals today is that as soon as they have that instant gratification, it's that reward system, right? They're rewarded for that moment, and then they're not able to actually sustain, getting reward later on for tasks, for even entertainment.
All Disney cartoons are sexually explicit. If I tell you what to watch out for, you will freak. No, I mean
we are with you on that, because even our youngest one, she's 8, and she was we don't allow Pocahontas in the home.
Mm.
One, because it's degrading to Indigenous women. Because, you know, John Smith was actually a older man, and she was
About 12, 14.
12, 13, 14, right? And they tried to romanticize that her being saved by this white man. And yet she was a child and taken from her community.
Tried to romanticize her being kidnapped and said she fell in love. Like that movie 365 on Netflix.
Yeah. And so, like, our 8-year-old, you know, all these Disney princess movies, and she goes like, why do these women have to be saved? Can't they save themselves?
That's an interesting comment, right?
So, you know, she's 8 years old, and she can see what's actually going on within these within these old Disney movies. But again, that's how we were programmed to believe that us as women had to be saved by men.
Mm-hmm. Hey, God bless you, God. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate seeing you. Thanks for coming back. George Floyd, a win for the black community.
I think that's another day.
What do I want? No, I mean, what do I want to say about George Floyd? There's a lot of conspiracy surrounding that controversy, and I don't do conspiracy or controversy anymore. On the surface, if what is said is true, then justice is served, and that is absolutely not just a win for the black community, it is a win for humanity. Justice being served is not a win for any, that's a win for humanity. So yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, I think you put that really well, a win for humanity.
Yeah.
Because that will set precedents for next, unfortunately,
Hopefully.
there will be next.
Yeah,
and that this
regrettably.
will, yeah, they can't be doing the same when you do one touch all kind of thing. And hi to somebody, I can't see, baby, can you see that? It says, hey, Simpson family.
Yeah, I did. I said hi back. Hi,
Oh,
God
okay.
bless you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping back in. And I mean, you know, there's this. You know, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So, you know, that is a win for humanity. Yeah. That I will say that is definitely a win for humanity. If justice was in fact served, then that is what it is. I just want for us to move past our trauma. I just want for us to move past the trauma, because nothing beneficial is ever gained from resonating and existing within your trauma. And you know, the idea is not to learn to make concessions to trauma or to learn to cope. The idea is to learn to move past it. And you know, George Floyd is a huge trauma for the black community. And I hope that we can move past it. Yeah. So yeah, where were we?
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
I'm trying to see your notes here.
These are my notes, though. I mean, why do you want to see my notes?
Because then I can know what's going on in your head.
See, it doesn't make sense. It's just it only makes sense to me.
No, you are what you put in your head.
That's because I chose to write a full sentence. It's a true statement, though. Go.
No, and then that's what we were saying about programming. You know, and when you brought up those Disney movies, yes, that was programming. Because, like I had said, you're being programmed to feel that as a woman you had to be saved by a man.
Baby, 1 second. Don't even get me started on the Sasquatch I dated. I'm furious she stole my hair clippers. Where are we there? I'd like some context on that, please. So while my wife is going into detail here, give us some context, please. Go. Sorry.
No, and that's what cancel culture is. Like, are they going to actually take away the Disney movies? Are they going to? I know Dr. Seuss, the publisher for them, they took back some.
Yeah, some of
but
Dr. Seuss got canceled too. Yes.
No,
he did.
No, he didn't get canceled. The publishers did it before other, you know, the parents and other people came in.
They pulled back. They pulled it off.
Yeah.
Okay, before before they got hit, they willingly withdrew.
Yeah.
Copy that. Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, so it was on their own. They noticed that there was racist undertones.
Hi, Carla. God bless you.
Yes, Frozen was a change in the save meat culture. And same with, what's that one I like watching with the little bears? Do you know what their redhead, curly hair?
With the mother bear, Worthy, Noble, with the redhead, and her dad is
Brave.
like Brave.
There we go.
Brave.
That's
Brave.
the other one too.
Brave, that's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's a great movie. I mean, I'm all about female empowerment. You know,
Yes.
she has a mustache bigger than Billy D. Williams. You're speaking my language. That's my generation. I can picture that vividly. That's a huge mustache. Billy D. Billy D. Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian from The Empire Strikes Back. Billy D. That's my generation, man. I tell you, here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, I only got to see Hi Cousin Die.
Oh,
what about Mulan? Yeah, absolutely. Female empowerment. Yeah, Mulan. Absolutely. Yeah, she kicked butt. She absolutely kicked butt. Billy D. Williams, I love that. I only got to see. Did you know that the Met downtown was a theater back in the day, Winnipeg, Manitoba? The Met was a theater, and the only reason that I got to see Star Wars and the Empire, the original Star Wars, downtown across from Eaton's at Portage is MTS Center now. It's a bar now. But however, back in the day, it used to be a theater, and I went there and I saw Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back on a double feature. What an afternoon! That's like 6 hours of movie. It was awesome. I was just a kid, and I was grounded too. It was the weekend. I was grounded, and my mom was having a nap. God bless you. I love you, Mom. My mom was having a nap, and she was having a nap. So I thought this was a perfect time to ask her if I could go to the movies because I knew I was grounded, and I was grounded. But and I asked. I said, Mom, can I go to the movies? And she. Yeah. Let me sleep. I said, okay, Mom, thank you, love you. And I left. I got back, and I'm like, but you said I could go. And she's like, I thought you said, can I watch a movie? And so I got grounded all over again, but it was worth it. Double chocolate and cheesecake. Double chocolate and cheesecake.
Okay. Random.
Okay.
Random?
No, not random. There's some meaning there.
Okay.
I mean, maybe random. Moving on. Mulan was big in. I guess maybe making reference to maybe me and you. I'm double chocolate. You're the cheesecake. Good one. Yeah, I can be double chocolate. I'm okay with that. Who doesn't like double chocolate, right? Who doesn't like chocolate? White chocolate, dark chocolate. Who doesn't like chocolate? Everybody loves chocolate more or less, right? I'm okay with being double chocolate. Facts.
Remember when you smelled like chocolate after your spray?
Yeah, I had his cocoa butters.
Justice thought that was hilarious. We're just going
for my sideburns, and I come out the shower, and the dog she gets right in there too, and they like the smell of it. It smells like you can eat it. So my thing is just quite simply that if you're going to be consistent. You can't. What is that? What is that, baby?
You are double chocolate. I'm the cheesecake goofy. That's
Hopefully that puts a smile on your face. God bless you. Yeah. However, be consistent because I think a child can differentiate that a cartoon character doesn't necessarily equate, and I'm not sitting here speaking to a child's mind. However, the idea that our children are somehow not intelligent enough to not attribute behaviors seen in a cartoon, and sometimes they do. You know what I mean? Wrestling as a kid, you'd go out and you try all that. So I mean, I want to tread carefully here when I speak, and I think the onus becomes back to the parent to educate the child, to say that, and I mean, to have that open communication, or to create that safe space where the child says, then if something is troubling the child, or something the child is confused about, they can just come and openly ask that question. And then the parent, it takes the responsibility of raising and educating the child, right? And far too often, and I get it, you know, you got to work this and that, you know, we are blessed, you know what I mean? I understand that. However, you know, you can still, even within the context of you're going to work 9 to 5, going to school, even within the context of that, you can still create time to just be your child's safe space. And once you can create time to be the safe space for your child, they'll come to you with those questions that require your attention. And I mean, you know, every little thing is a huge thing to a child. Think about that for a second. You know, sometimes we're tired and we just don't want to hear it. We had a long day and everything else. I don't really want to hear that little Tommy was just, you know, whatever at school. However, for your child in that moment, that's the biggest issue in the world. Mm-hmm. And it requires your attention, right? And every time that, you know, we dismiss the child in that moment, no judgment, every time if I dismiss my child in that moment, now creates a space where they no longer feel safe coming to me with their concerns.
Oh boy.
One time she asked me to shave her back, I ended it with refurnish.
He must be just missing her.
Right. Yeah, my wife said, "What, are you just missing her?"
You're just passionate.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, so I mean, we can, like for instance, a little while ago, and this is not to pick on anybody. This is just a conversation that I had with my boys. They are from what I call the Drake generation, right? And that's a real thing because you have an entire generation of mulatto children, right? It's a thing. Let's not sugarcoat it. It's a thing. It's a fact. So they're from that Drake generation, and every single one of them, they're one of their favorite artists is Drake, right? So we had a conversation. I had a conversation with two of them one afternoon, and I says, "Hey, for real though, do you actually like Drake? Like do you like his flow? Do you like his lyrics? Do you like, you know, the stuff that he put out? Or is it just that that's all that you hear on the radio 24/7? So you know, you just become accustomed to it, right?" And you know, to their credit, they actually said they didn't answer immediately to say, "Oh yeah, that's my boy," even though yeah, that's in fact their boy. But I think that's a fair question though, because I mean, if you're a radio listener, God bless you, thank you, we appreciate, we received that, thank you, God bless you as well. If you're a radio, listen to the radio is not really a thing anymore. However, if you're in your job and you listen to the radio, or you're driving to work and you listen to the radio, like if you listen to the radio, I mean, there's not a lot of original content on the radio anymore. I don't believe that hits are really earned there so much as they're created. You know, the producers get together and they pump what they want to pump, right? And so, you know, it's a fair question when you say that, do you actually like that artist, or is it just all you hear? She kept me so warm, it was nuts. I had to put on the air conditioner around her neck when I'm giving you airtime because you keeping the content clean, and I appreciate the comment relief. Yeah, absolutely, Jody. God bless you. Thank you for stopping in and checking in. We do CHVN, and the radio is actually permanently set in the van on CHVN. Other than that, you know, it's Spotify and Bob Marley. That's just me. That's how I roll nowadays. You hear me coming through, you know, pumping that gospel music. That's just how I do. I got the bass kicking.
And I was saying, like, just earlier, I was like, I haven't even listened to any of the updated music. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even know what is in anymore. Mm-hmm. Not unless, you know, that there's certain songs that are, I guess, on social media. So I have no clue as to what's actually going on out there. Mm-hmm. And I think, yeah, I'm going to probably have to just check it out and see, because I don't know what the kids are listening to. And it's good to check and see what your kids are putting into their head. Can we deal with this comment real quick, baby? It says that Drake is the moment. Drake is the moment, not the movement.
there's a huge difference. God is the plan, period. Facts, I agree with that. I accept that. I'm okay with that. And I mean, the moment continually changes. The moment continually changes. The problem that I have is the moment continues to get more lewd and lavish, and we continue to accept it and dismiss it and say, oh, that's just entertainment. What if it's not? I remember 2 Live Crew. I remember those videos. Right? I remember when the game changed. I remember Eazy-E, how he changed the game. Right? I remember, this is my lived life experience. I remember these things. How the lyrics and music changed and how they continue to change. And now the videos match.
No, Carla.
Okay. Hang on, baby. No joke. I ate with Rita Marley and Winnie Mandela in South Africa. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And then Carla said, our music was made for drug dealers, and today's music is made for drug users. That's a part. I'm not going to glorify that. That's a meme. I've seen it. It's a good one. I'll say this, right? I grew up in an era, KRS-One, Public Enemy, when B.O.B. is an interesting guy. There's a lot of stuff that he puts out. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He's an interesting guy. I'm familiar with him.
I think I've heard one of his songs.
I'm not talking about his music. I'm talking about his theories and such. Entertainment is not what it used to be. So sane and innocent. That's fine. Ice-T, yeah. Entertainment is not what it used to be. There seems to be an agenda to over-sexualize women and females at a younger and younger age. And I got off that. I got off the. As you said, it's the moment, right? I got out of that moment. I don't support it anymore. I don't really. I'm not, as you would say in Jamaica, I'm not up to the time again. I don't up to the time again with the music. I like what I like. I listen to what I like. I support whom I like. And Christian Contemporary, CHVN, I love that. I mean, I've always been into feel-good music. I was never the guy for, and here's where I was when I was in the place where I was woke. As a woke individual, right? And there's a lot of black artists, black rappers that identify as being woke. Killer Mike, for instance.
Is that one we were documentary or something
on Netflix?
Okay.
Yeah, he professes to be very woke, right? You listen to T.I. talk. He professes to be very woke. These cats are also woke. How you gonna be woke when you? What's so woke about that? You just said, at least Lil Wayne, at least I can give him some props because Lil Wayne, NWA. NWA was actually, there's a theory that NWA came up to counter what Public Enemy was doing, because Public Enemy was very conscious and was like trying to educate. That was still around the time where, what is woke? I'll get to you in 1 second, Jody. That was still around the time when, black people was playing their black dollars to go see people that were providing black knowledge. And Public Enemy was one of these groups that were spitting knowledge initially. Knowledge, which was anti-establishment at the time. Black power, that type, back then. It was anti-establishment. And so NWA was created to kind of counteract that, because that's when you got your first look at what would become gangster rap. That's when you got because prior to that, now you're talking about Public Enemy, guys like KRS-One, Kool Moe Dee, cats like this. These guys used to use hip-hop, used to teach, educate, motivate, and inspire. That's hip-hop. That's hip-hop. Hip-hop, let me say that again. Hip-hop used to teach, motivate, educate, and inspire. That's hip-hop. Now all hip-hop is dead, because now hip-hop been dead. Because all the music do now is promote a lifestyle that disrespects our women. How you worried about perpetrate? You worried about me being with a woman that appears to be white instead of being with a black woman and not perpetrate or forwarding the species? Well, how is being disrespectful to our women, the mothers of our nation, gonna be forwarding the species? How does that help? Right? How does perpetrate or glorifying a lifestyle, selling drugs, beating women, pimping, hoeing, how does glorifying a lifestyle that puts our youth at risk, how does that help?
How does that help? Where's the accountability in the music? Being woke is the idea, Jody, that I am so in tune with the black struggle and, you know, power to the people and everything black. And I mean, I'm not anti anything. I am pro-black. And I'm very aware of all the injustices against black people and all the names and everything like, whoa. You know, our chat got rearranged there for some reason. I don't know why. And so, yeah, that's just, you know, that's a rough definition of being woke. And the idea is that being woke cost me too much time. I can't do it no more. I can't be woke no more. So I decided to get to the next level and try to elevate to the next level to just being conscious. Being woke is the idea that there is a problem within the black community that only black people can fix. That's the real thing. The problem, though, is that black people looking to everybody else outside the community to fix the problem within the community. Right? Right? And then what did Diane say there? Diane said that right there. I can honestly say I like some songs from any genre I know of, but again, I'm about the oldies. Hardly anything today. It's just not music. No, I won't say that. It's not my kind of music. It's not my kind of music. It's not.
I think there's like every once in a while.
BLM. Go.
But every once in a while, there's you know, some songs that actually resonate with you.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Stick
it's not.
with that.
Yeah. Like for us, like in our time, we used to like buy an album and actually play it front to back, and you knew every song.
Right.
And then nowadays, everybody just has one song from this album,
Right.
and they can just pick.
It
and
got
choose.
so bad that they just started selling tracks because nobody wanted to buy albums anymore because you're buying an album for 1 or 2 tracks. Really? I mean, I remember when you buy an album looking for that hidden gem. You know, you'd buy an album because you know that there was going to be something on there that was fire that hadn't made it to the radio yet. You know what I mean? You bought an album. Artists work, man. Artists used to work to make sure that they put out.
It was consistent.
Right? Now, man, really? I mean, I don't even want to pick on nobody. However, hip hop be dead. And I said, I can honestly say that. What?
No, I'm Jody's, and it's so true.
And read the lyrics in CD inserts. Yeah, that was the best because, as I said, I can't hear the lyrics. You know, the tape that they used to have, the tape cassette, and they'd have the lyrics here. There you go, every song, the lyrics, word. You know, CD, word. Before CDs, there were tapes. The struggle was so real. You know, the struggle was so real. Diane said, I can honestly say that I like songs. No, we got that one. No, that's a new song. And say that I like songs from every genre that I know. But again, the like the old stuff. So old songs from country, hip hop, R&B, rap, heavy metal, reggae. Yeah, I like me some heavy metal too. I mean, I grew up in the '80s. What? How you mean I don't know heavy? Come on now.
So like
I mean,
Guns N' Roses.
yeah. I hardly like anything current. I don't know anything current.
I think maybe like only current one is like that Shallow song is the one.
In the Shallow, because the kids sing it on the karaoke and we happen to watch the movie. So yeah, I stopped supporting rap music years ago. And another reason, like if you were into last night's conversation, that was another reason I had my black card pulled, because I mean, I continually, gotta run, folks. Peace. Don't forget the Sasquatch. Appreciate you so much. God bless you. Thank you for the comic relief. Appreciate it. I hope you come back. God bless you. Another, you know, if you listen, yeah, we old, the facts. You were here yesterday. Well seasoned. You know, another reason I got my black card pulled. I'm not black enough because I don't support rap music. I don't support it because it promotes a lifestyle that endangers our youth. It endangers, like I said, Lil Wayne, when asked about social injustice, Lil Wayne said, man, we ain't got no time for that. We too busy out here cashing these checks. At least he's honest. Where you go? At least he's honest. Or you gonna show off your plant?
Oh, wow.
Look how well baby plant is doing. We planted this last weekend. Look how well it's doing.
And Dad's in charge of helping with the planting.
Look how well it's doing. Right? Look at that.
You should put them in a bigger
Yeah, it's gonna have to get repotted. You're absolutely right. We were supposed to do that this past weekend, I think, but I think that will get done this coming weekend. It's snowing out again today. It's snowing out there again. Not happy about that at all. It's supposed to be spring. A couple weeks ago, I was talking about April showers and May flowers and so on and so forth. Now we're digging out again. Yeah.
What's that?
Which one? Oh, scratching wind.
Let's give this comments.
Fire, right?
He really likes when people are engaged.
Yeah, Justice really likes when people engage with mom and dad. So thank you for engaging.
People are waving, not so much talking on Instagram or TikTok, but
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Bucky.
You good? Yeah. All right. Good night.
We finished the last episode of Voltron.
How was it? What happened? Is it done or is there more to come?
It's done.
Is it done?
Yep.
What was the end result? Tell me tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, gotta cut them off before they get going.
Nice.
See that?
Justice fell for that too. He was actually coming back to give me the synopsis of the last episode. Win for that.
Oh, Auntie said good night.
Auntie says good night. Auntie Di says good night all. Good night, Littles. Good night, night.
Oh yeah, Zarkon, he's good now.
You good now?
Zarkon.
That's great, baby. Thank you. Zarkon's good and dead. Careful, don't fall. Don't do that. Yeah, you're good.
And
No.
and after the last scene,
Okay, babe,
the
that's
episode,
Yeah.
we just figured out that Shiro was gay.
That's interesting.
Which one is he? The trainer?
No,
The one with
The
the,
original black
little
line.
little white piece at the front. And
Really? The old guy?
Yeah, with the metal arm.
No, I know who you're talking about. The original Black Lion. Really? I wonder why they did that. Whatever. Okay, good night. Love you. Interesting. Interesting plot twist. So, yeah. Good night. Love you. So, yeah, 8:30 and never double on this. Oh, my God. It's 8:40. You better hurry up, man. Look at the time. You're late. You better look. Look at the time right there. You're late. You know what's going to happen, right? The unicorn's going to be upset.
no,
They will be.
they love me.
Oh, you gonna keep pushing on that button there. You keep pushing your relationship. They like when she fall asleep at a certain time because she's sitting there waiting for her. They sitting there waiting for her in her dreams. And she always want to keep them waiting. Where we from? We are from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And it's supposed to be spring. We had a beautiful snap in the weather a few weeks ago. However, no. Hey, how you doing, buddy? That's one of the kids, the extended kids coming in. We just love the fact that we've created such a safe space. Or we, working towards creating such a safe space that the extended family, they can just walk in. It's fantastic. It's good to see you, son. Good to see you. All right. They just walk in. They go in the fridge. They just that's what it is. Yeah. Are you in Sri Lanka? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That would be totally cool if in fact you were. That's like the other side of the world. Where are we, baby? Where do you want to go?
Dad,
Yes, sir.
did I make scrambled eggs tomorrow?
And here we are, Justice and Ryder are here to plan their meal plan for the morning. Let me think on that. Sure, yeah, why not?
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Also, there was 2 water bottles in my room. It's the same. the same.
Why do you have 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting. Well, dump one out, please. Dump one out.
How would you dump out both of them because you don't know which one has been in there longer?
Yeah, and catch fresh water.
Okay, baby.
Because water does go stale. That's important. We drink lots of water, so it's important to know water does go stale once it's sitting. It becomes stagnant. Where are we going, baby?
I don't know where we're going because we were covering mostly movies and then not movies, songs.
Yeah, music.
And then music, and then we went to the Disney. And I don't even know what else is out there. But it's just the whole thing with the cancel culture now is that there's always those double standards.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we come to. Are you catching up?
Alright, good night.
No, I'm fine. No,
Okay.
I'm giving you some air.
No, that's what I'm saying where we were.
No,
And
I'm
that's
fine.
where I'm at. And that's...
Yeah, and the thing is, for me, it's not judgments in so much as it's just a question. Where's the consistency? How are you good with one and not the other?
You know what I mean? And I think that if you look at it from a perspective of consequentiality, in the idea that which has the more negative impact, well, you know, here we're talking about a cartoon versus, you know, real world event versus two, you know, grown women scantily clad gyrating and grinding on each other during primetime TV. That's okay, but you know, the you know, Roll Running and Wile E. Coyote, Tom and Jerry, you know, all these cartoons that were canceled as a result of public opinion. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, sure, okay, yeah, I agree. Yes, certain behaviors can't be promoted and so on and so forth. And once we know, then, you know, we have to do better, right? But hey, God bless. Good night, baby. Love you. And once we know, we have to do
Good night,
better.
baby.
Love you. Once we know, we have to do better. Absolutely. However, why is one okay and the other isn't? Like, I mean, why are we okay with one and not the other? I mean, baby, go.
No, and she's like with the Aboriginal rock artists. I haven't really listened to anything up and coming. I've what I've really listened to, well, maybe is that I don't know how to even say his name, Superman.
Oh,
so
Superman,
he's
yeah. He started out as a dancer, right? He's a
Yeah.
DJ now, right?
and so listening to his songs, and then what's the other one?
We were really fond of A Tribe Called Red.
Yeah, Tribe Called Red.
We're really fond of them.
There's a couple songs in there, and it's like getting Noah involved in that because for him it's indigenous but also upbeat, contemporary.
Yeah.
And then also listening to what the messages are. And then there was this one, we watched a video, it was really interesting, and I don't even remember who the artist was. It was actually an Inuit throat singer.
Oh,
Do you remember this video?
no.
It was like she was on a stage somewhere, but she was, yeah, it was an Inuit throat singer, and it was just beautiful. I can't-
Lucy, remember Lucy,
Yeah.
a good friend of ours. She used to throat sing for us. It's such an interesting art form. It's such and yes, Jessica Rabbit was in fact censored. I mean, what was up with that, right? Like, why was that? That seemed a little bit excessive. I mean, why was all that necessary? You know, that's a lot of skin to show even, you know, on a cartoon, right? Why was all that necessary? Yeah. Yeah.
What movie were we watching and Callie was just getting mad at it? When, I think
The
it
Help?
was it was that one movie with, it was a Christian movie,
What was it about?
God Calling, on Netflix.
I didn't watch that one.
I
with
know,
you
but
guys, yeah.
you didn't watch
Yeah.
it, but there was a part in there where, you know, Callie is so hyper aware of, like, I'd say she's socially aware of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just this Christian movie that was on Netflix. And she's seen that this woman was making advances to this man who was married. And she was
She
mad.
became indignant.
Yeah.
She became right indignant.
Mm-hmm.
She was not happy about that one bit, you know? And it's so interesting. I saw something on, we're very active on TikTok, and I saw one of the little, I don't know, what do you call them? Those little posts, whatever you call them on TikTok, right? A tick, I don't know, what is it called? It's a little video. It's a little video, right? One of the little posts, and it said that most women won't date a man that lives with his mom, but some of you will date a man that lives with his wife. No judgment. I just found it interesting. One time I was at Denny's and the toilet seat broke and ended up sliding under the door. Wow. The janitor came in and said, "You okay, Pappy? You look messed up."
Look what?
Messed up. You know, how does that happen? I have no idea. I love the drumming and chanting. This is and that's what I did. That's the throat music, and in the Tribe Called Red, they do a lot of the drumming as well, and so on and so forth. And Superman really is doing. I think he's really doing a lot to try to kind of send that dancing, powwow dancing, and try to bring it to an audience that
is not as familiar with it, right? Of course, it's something that you grew up in. However, it wasn't until I was well into my adult years that I even knew what it was, and so on and so forth. And I think he's doing a lot to make it a little bit more mainstream. And I mean, it's it's fascinating stuff. It's really interesting. It's a
Oh,
great
and then
article.
on TikTok, I always love that there's this one video where it just shows people coming out their door saying, "Oh, the new neighbors moved
Right,
in,"
right.
and it's like
Powwow
powwow
music.
music. So they're singing and the drums
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
and then the people start
Dancing,
dancing and
yeah.
to their own, and it's. I don't find it inappropriate. I
Yeah.
just find it so supportive and just kind of accepting and love.
inclusive.
Yeah.
Yes, I love all those things.
Are you ladies on TikTok? Carla, Jody, Diane?
Make a TikTok account. It's fun. It's
Yeah, no, for them because there's one thing is that they're short little 1 minute videos. However, you could get lost in like 20 of them.
yeah.
And then, but the other thing is that there's a whole different community out there. So you have the Christian TikTok, you have
Right.
Indigenous TikTok.
Right.
So there's everything that you could find that are
You find whatever you're looking for. I mean,
Yeah.
there's the what I describe as quote unquote ratchet behavior. However, I don't pay that no mind, so it doesn't really show up on my stream that much, on my FYP, my For You page. You set your algorithms, what you watch and what you like and what you interact with, just like Facebook. That's what will continue to show up.
Yeah.
It says I actually just tonight
Carla said
downloaded
no.
it. Carla said nope. That sounds like a very vehement no. Jody said gave us a heart. She sounds like an old seasoned pro. Diane said I actually just tonight downloaded it, but I've not made my account yet because I'm not sure what to do with it. Have fun. Have fun. Yeah, get on there and have some fun. First thing you do, look us up and give us a like. Instagram, Jody says, Instagram, my kids are on TT. I hit the wall learning yet another app. See above comments, I'm old. Yeah, I don't mess with a lot of the apps. We only do, four? YouTube, Facebook,
well, yeah, it's
Instagram, and
not all there.
TikTok.
I don't even
No,
know what-
there's a ton more. There's a
Oh,
ton more.
I don't know.
Isn't that all of them? No, there's a ton more, my love. That's just the four we hit.
And that's why he's like, oh, I should get you together with some ladies and see what kind of TikTok you guys would make.
Right. You get you
Easy.
ladies together with a glass of wine each and see what happens with TikTok. That'd be fun. My favorite couple. God bless you. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We appreciate you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God
Thank
bless
you
you.
very much.
Thank you for your kind words. No, it's fun. It is fun, but it's like anything else. It's a tool.
And it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Like there's still things that I have not figured out how to do them.
And there's things I'll never figure out because I'm just not interested.
Remember the one where you were like, how do you get the comment to show
Right
and
there,
we were like pressing
right on my head.
buttons
Because you can put the comment right there on your head, and you can point at the comment. But if you put the comment too low, then the comment is covering your face. And,
Yeah, it takes us a while.
Thank you. Appreciate you so much. You guys just got jokes all night over here for us on TikTok. On TikTok,
Yeah.
we have a live feed right here: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and at TikTok. One of our friends here is. Let me see if I can get the name. Is it Christopher? I can't. I'm old.
And I
Chris
have to-
Hogan. Chris Hogan 125, I believe. Chris Hogan. God bless you. You've been so much fun. We appreciate you so much. Joey, Joey said, God put my boys to bed. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Joey, we appreciate you so much. God bless you. Thank you for
Yes,
stopping
yes.
in, having some fun with us. Chris Hogan, thank you so much, Chris.
Yeah,
God
thank
bless
you,
you.
guys.
I'm Ian. This is my lovely wife.
Rachel.
God bless you. Nice to meet you. Say goodnight to your little guys for us. God bless you. Yeah. And Chris Hogan, he got jokes for days. he said his ex got a mustache like Billy D. Williams. That resonates with me. That's a big mustache. I don't. You know what? I'm having a good time. We're having a good vibe. I don't want to go back into any negativity right now because I have so much positive energy, good time energy going right now, and so I don't want to put anything negative into my soul. So let's just keep the good times going. And baby, I'm gonna let you wrap.
Yeah, so cancel culture. So So I guess yeah, just the double standards on what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, and then also just to be aware of what you're putting into your mind.
If you
Subconsciously,
do not
that you-
put program your mind, it will be programmed for you.
Yeah, so just be aware of that, and I think just the positivity, the laughs, which I
Medicine.
wish we could just kind of combine so that everybody could see that because laughter is medicine.
It is.
Fun is medicine. I
Yeah.
think that's what Carla said last night. However, thank you guys for coming tonight, and are you gonna?
Keep it
We'll see.
Fredo.
Yeah, we'll
Chris
see.
said keep it Fredo.
Oh.
Keep it Fredo from this classic right there. That's classic right there. That's the Godfather. That's I wish I knew the actor that played that role. That he played opposite Al Pacino. Golf shots. That's a natural high all the time. All the time. God is good all the time. All the time. God is good. For us, faith, family, food, and fitness to manifest your best life by grace under God. Thanks for stopping in. We hope to see you again tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel.